Hello there, and welcome to my channel, Novice Modelling in a Midlife Crisis. My name is Andy, and today we're going to be doing What's in the Box kit review number 289, and we're going to be having a look at this kind of interesting, I think, ICM DS7202. Over all of Spain, the sky is clear. And this actually comes with a Soviet-supplied Sb2M-100, known as the Katyushka, when it was in Spanish Republican service, and it comes with two E3 Bf109s as well. Now, I've kind of picked this one out of the stash because I was watching something on the Spanish Civil War yesterday, and I kind of realised that it started about 2 weeks ago. And I kind of like building kits to sort of coincide with sort of historical moments in time, and I kind of figured that I'm going to build this one over the next month or so to sort of commemorate the terrible tragedy that happened in Spain in 1936 to 1939, and this seems like a really cool kit to actually have a go of. But we're here for a kit review, obviously, so we're going to spin through the parts for the aircraft in here. So obviously we get 3 aircraft in this, so we'll run through the history first. This is actually a 2002 release box set of these kits, and it would appear that the kits themselves individually have been knocking around for a while. I actually have the Tupolev Sb2M as a Russian aircraft as well, Soviet aircraft, and that was released in originally 2005, so it's about 20 years old, but the parts on it still look pretty good, to be honest with you. The 109E-3 by ICM was originally produced in 2004, so again, these aren't bang up to date modern kits, but they are pretty good in my novice experience of things. How well they go together is, you know, oh, that's another one of them in it, like, you know. Price wise, I can't remember exactly how much I bought this for. I got it about 6 or 7 months ago, but I did have a quick nose on eBay, and they are quite competitively priced considering you get 3 kits. So Creative Models on eBay currently have this for sale for 1946 plus 355 postage and packing, and Mainly Military, also on eBay, are selling this for £21.95 inclusive of postage and packing. So for 23-ish pounds, that's a lot of bang for your buck. There are people trying to sell it for 30, 40, 50 quid as well, so I'd stay well clear of those. But for 25 quid, if you wanted to get into modelling something that's not necessarily World War II, this is pretty good, I think. So anyway, let's have a look at these parts. So we'll start off with the bomber. Let's get the main section of, well, some of the sections of fuselage. It's got kind of an interesting build strategy, I think you could say. Okay, so here we have this central section of the wing, which we're going to start on, and this is going to be the bomb bay section, because we've got the big doors there. We've got our bottom halves of our nacelles, and as we can see, there's a really nice attention to detail going on these panels. It does appear that maybe there's a big access panel here. I don't think that's an additional bomb bay. And then the top surface here, again, same nice level of kind of fine detail. Everything's very, very small. Yeah, I mean, you can see very, very minor rivet marks there. So I mean, this looks really good, to be honest with you. Moving on to this rear section. So I mean, this is obviously the top and the bottom of the forward half of the fuselage. So here's the pilot's canopy. I'm thinking that's where that's going to be. And this is the rear section with this large cutout here for a rear gun placement. And again, let's get that piece. Really nice attention to detail. A couple of little portholes. This is going to be a wing spar for the central section. And there's another wing spar as well. Again, interior, nice detail. Here we have the upper and lower surfaces of the wings. Again, you can see the fine rivet marks there, just about. A whole load of panel lines and what have you. And there's our aileron. I'm not sure whether that's the upper or lower surface of the wing. Yeah, not too sure. Seems to have quite long wings anyway, but there we go. So there's another section there. So we get 4 of those in total. Moving on to the rudder surfaces and the tail surfaces. So we've got a single piece rudder here. And what looks like a fuselage bulkhead. Not too sure what these parts are. A couple of wheels. That's the bomb bay closed. Not too sure. I'm thinking you'd probably get an open one as well, but I haven't seen it as yet. There are ailerons for the rear. That's going to be a forward surface of the fuselage. So that's this bit here in front of the cockpit. So it's quite an interesting assembly. Sort of 3 pieces or 6 pieces to make the fuselage. Looks like we've got some sort of bomb bay racking here as well. A couple of other little bits. 2 of these sprues. So these are the engine nacelle. So there's the front of the engine. There's our propellers. Might need a little bit of sanding down those. It's not got a very good tip on it. What we got here? They're going to be doors, I would have thought, for the undercarriage. Undercarriage interior, maybe. We'll find out when we look at the instructions later. And then we get a whole section of bombs here. Now I'm thinking this is kind of optional if you're going to go for the bomb bay close, which I'm probably going to do. So I might actually just skip this out altogether because there's a whole load of stuff going on here. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people want to do the full interior, but I'm not that arsed, to be honest with you. I'm never going to see it. Why should I bother? But fair play if you want to. We've got a whole load of machine guns here. Again, this all looks like interior. Bomb bay racks and what have you. These are bombs and not fuel containers. You can see you've got the fins to be attached. So like I say, there's a whole load of stuff going on that you can really go to town doing the interior, but I don't think I'm really that bothered. Here we have our glaze section. We appear to have 2 options on the front. We've got like a single opening for a single cannon or a twin opening. We've got some little portholes and maybe some wingtip lights as well. There's our rear gun placement. And yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a quick look at one of our 109s. So like I said, you get 2 of those. And these are single sprue, so they don't look particularly difficult. This is why I don't think this is too much of a mad kit to go at. Again, we've got nice detail on the lower surfaces. Rivet marks, panel lines, don't look too thick. Got some wheel spats here for undercarriage down. Aerials and pitot tubes, and that looks like the stick. It's going to be, what's that there? That's the seat back by the look of it. I haven't seen an actual seat. And we've got the pedals there for the cockpit interior, the engine housing. There's our fuselage. Quite good detail. Upper wing surfaces. Tail. Tyres have got some kind of interesting looking heavy tread on them, but they're nicely detailed in the actual wheels themselves. Little tail wheel. Little mounting point there for a strut to go on the tail. Seems to have 3 different options on spinner. And there's our propeller. We get a couple of options on canopy as well. Well, a couple of possibilities anyway. So like I said, we get 2 of those. So that's our Bf109 out the way. Our decal sheet, as we can see, we get 2 different sets for the 109. I nearly said Spitfire then. And then we get the Sb2M set as well. So there's no options on this. You just get the 2 or the 3 sets of singular decals. Just grab these out of the way and have a look at the instructions. So as we can see, we've got a whole load of blank parts here that we don't actually require. It's quite a bit. Strangely, it says don't need the propellers. I didn't see any other propellers though. Weird. Okay. So we've got the internal sections. We're going to put some bombs together first, which I'll probably be skipping out altogether. So I'll be starting on section 4, which we can see we've got our wing spans here with the 2 sections of the wing, central wing going together and central fuselage. And then we're going to build this front section of fuselage here. And we're going to attach, or I'm going to build the rear section of the fuselage as well. There's a whole load of guns going in here. Looks like some radio equipment or something. And we're going to build that section. And we're going to put all our fuselage parts together. So it's an interesting way of building the kit. I've not seen that done before, with a central section, a sort of tail section, and a nose. And then we're going to attach our wings. So the wings mount after the nacelle, and then we get the nacelles on. So this has got a 2-bladed propeller. Where does it see a 2-bladed propeller? Let's have a look then. We've got a 3-bladed propeller. I don't see a 2-bladed propeller on here. There it is there. So you get a 3-bladed and a 2-bladed propeller. So yeah, okay, I've sorted that problem out. And what we're going to do next. And we've got a whole load of glazing parts and machine guns to go on. And then we're going to put our bombs in and our undercarriage on. So we get a closed and an open option for the bomb base. So I'll just be going for the straight close and forgetting about the bombs. It's a whole load of trouble. So we get some black and white, and we do get some colour schedules for painting. So this is the one that's actually included, I think. No, it's a slightly different one. So these are actually from the, this is the instruction sheet based for all of the 2BMs that are available. So this one includes a Spanish Republican Air Force 1937, a Spanish Republican Air Force 1938, and a Spanish Nationalist Air Force 1940 after the conflict. But the ones you actually go for are included in this rather nice colour diagram, which gives us 2 options for our Bf109s. It's kind of a nice looking colour. It's got multiple stripes of grey, which you can just see here. So it's like a pale on top, a darker, and then a darker one. And that's the 2B, what's it called? The Sb2M. It's probably going to cause me a few problems, that splodgy camouflage. So I mean, I'm kind of lucky because I actually have the ICM paint colour box as well, so I'm just going to be able to pick out the correct paints, hopefully, from the ICM box to do this. So that's kind of useful for me anyway. So anyway, I hope you kind of enjoyed that. So this is one that I'm going to be building over the next 4 weeks. I'll probably start it after the weekend, I would have thought. I'll be doing some build updates and build videos and paint videos for it, I should think. And we're going to keep with the Spanish theme. We're also going to introduce a You Choose My Next build for the Spanish Civil War. And we're going to be letting you guys choose between our Hawker Fury, our Fiat Cherry, our Chateau and our Heinkel. But that will come up in in a week or so, so please don't do any voting on that as yet. There'll be an announcement for that shortly. So thanks very much for watching. Please do like and subscribe, and please do go and investigate the Spanish Civil War. It's kind of important because it was where a lot of these aircraft were sort of trialled and, you know, that took part in the Second World War, and a lot of tactics were developed then. And it was a national tragedy, obviously, for Spain. And I'll probably do a bit of reading up on it over the next few weeks as well, I should have thought. So encourage you to go and have a look at this kit. Looks pretty decent for 25 quid. 3 aircraft, can't go wrong for that sort of money, can you? And go and have a look at the Spanish Civil War. Oh, and Lewis, hi, you alright, mate? Be seeing you.